very good vision of everything. Weakening Curse, of course, a new upgrade, well, relatively new upgrade for the Creeping Curse, and it actually gets you, well, prevents healing in that time, and of course that is what you want against some champions. I'm really surprised that nobody here has that, because dealing with Bakasura would really help to get the healing reduction, because, well, he heals quite a lot, and if you can prevent that, that is awesome. Of course, here it works against this guy, and I really forgot his name. I just thought I remembered it, but really don't remember. Yeah, it's just that you have two healers on this team, so you have the guy on the right side, the big scary dude, and then you have the lovely Aphrodite, both of which are really good healers, and, well, for both of them it is really good to prevent that healing. It seems that we are going to land here somewhere, and, well, still at about half mana. Oh, he is carrying the mana buffs, that might actually explain that. And immediately recalling, that is strange, but he needs to get back to that left lane. Yeah, he wasn't needed in the right lane anymore, because everyone retreated to the tower, which meant that if he wanted to dive in, it was going to be a bad fight, and that is why he just went back. So fortunately for him, nothing happened to his tower in that meantime. And all that happened was that Guan got a little more farm. And how are we doing on gold? It seems that the gold completely shifted back. That is surprising. That must have been a couple of kills. Yeah, we're now at about 1000 gold advantage for the other team. So now the blue team. But yeah, as long as it's 1000, 2000 gold, you can't really say it's a comeback. It's just a shift in, well, how people are doing. But yeah, the blue team is losing out on, like, the long-term gold. So they're not getting, I think at least, they're not getting as many minions or jungle camps or whatever. But they are getting the kills, so the high gold kills. Something like that. It must be something like that. But yeah, it might also be the Watcher thing on Ymir. That actually puts them over the edge. Well, puts the other team over the edge in gold per second. Because this was mainly due to some kills probably. And then you can see that they kind of, yeah, go down, and now here they're going up because they got a few kills probably, and then they're going down again. But yeah, if you get the amount of gold, this was Watcher's gift, that's what I was looking for. If you get more gold over time, you normally just get more gold in the end. So you can even compensate for kills basically. And we are going to go all the way over here, but then try to move back in, try to be safe, and yeah, we are still safe. Wow, wow! Agni doing a good job of, well, not losing his head basically. Even though he was chased by 4, he still noticed that there was a very low health Ymir right next to him, completely incinerated him, and then, well, ran out. So excellently done. And yeah, we are going to go for this this Gold Fury, at least attempt to go for it. And we do have Aphrodite here. Aphrodite, who has a level 3, what's it called, Hand of the Gods. So she should be able, wow, nicely done. Yeah, she should be able to pick up that Gold Fury without any trouble. And we are going to go with this layer kill. Yeah, he just used his ultimate to get crazy modes. And yeah, there you can see, oh my god. There you can see the power of yeah, blue team gets it. I don't know who actually got it, because I am selecting the red team, so I think it's red team, but if they fix that, then yeah, it is the blue team. But hey, that's the advantage of Bakasura. He is very strong at killing anything in the jungle. And yeah, we are going to flash or blink out of there and be safe. So yeah, he gets killed. Man, I should have put on the... what's it called? The gods' names, I think it's called. If you put on the gods' names, you will actually see what the gods are called. And you don't see the names of the people playing. So there's an advantage there. But hey, whatever. We are going to go on this middle tower. And by the way, in case you didn't notice, my commentary is a little bit off. Because I haven't done this in like a month. And therefore, yeah, it will get better over time. Once I learn the names again of the more difficult champions. And yeah, see a little bit more of the action. But yeah, well, it's because I went on holiday, and yes, my holiday was awesome. So yeah, it will get better again. I mean, it should take like 2 matches probably, 2 games I should say. Yeah, overall, I think the teams are pretty well matched. It is 12 to 14, and we are going to go in here, but nothing happening. Well, a lot happening, but nothing getting out of that. And in fact, they are going to lose 2 of their own. So a very aggressive move by SK, but they're not going to get anything out of this. They're going to lose 3 kills and probably Fire Giant off of this. Because, well, it's 5 versus 2. So, yeah, what else are you going to do? Yeah, I'm wondering how they're going to react to this. So the red team, because they know, of course, that this is Fire Giant. So are they going to try to steal it? Of course, that is why you have the level 3 on the level 3 Hand of the Gods on Ymir. So let's see what we actually have. And trying to, the blue team steals it. I think that's the blue team this time. But this time we can actually check it. Yeah, it is the blue team. So, yeah, there's that. The steal did not work. So, yeah, they stole it from the steal, basically. Well, Ymir was trying to steal it, and he should have been able to. But nope, 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 nope. I guess, no, he shouldn't have been able to. The Aphrodite has the same amount of damage. So, yeah, there's that. So we are going to go into another team fight here with SK, and SK is just so aggressive but can't really make it work. This time, however, they are going to get a 1-for-1 and they're probably going to lose 2 more here. Oh my god, so much slaughter here. It's insane. Yeah, this is too much aggression, I think. Yeah, they realize that and they're just going to back off. They took a little bit too much tower damage there. Could have turned around, but it's just too hard to pick up some of the kills. And yeah, they did very well. So it's 19 to 15 now, where it was 12 to 14 just like a minute ago, it seems. Well, it's a little bit more, but yeah. They did pick up a 7-for-1 trade, and that is just insane. That is definitely a sign of, well, kind of losing your concentration, not knowing what to do against this, and yeah, hopefully they will pick it back up, because, well, it's kind of annoying if it's starting to become one-sided. Here we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted to go with this guy. So you can see pretty much everything in the bottom. I don't really want to discuss items and such too much, because it is all so dependent on situations. I explained one item at least, so now you know. Yeah, you need to know who you're playing against. Also, you need to know, your own playstyle. Because if you don't know your own playstyle, how are you going to select items that fit your playstyle? That is never going to work. And yeah, well, that is exactly what you want to do. And if you can't do that, so if you're having trouble with with selecting the right items. I guess it's okay to look at what other people are doing, but never just copy a build. Because the fact that, for example, let's take Bakasura here. The fact that Bakasura is going for this build with, hang on, with the Frostbound Hammer, Fatalis and Bloodforge in the end. Maybe for you, because you're way more aggressive, it would be better to go for Frostbound Hammer much earlier. It would not be like the ultimate build for the character, but if it fits your playstyle better, because you're you're taking too much damage early on otherwise, then yes, you should go for that. And okay, that's a really bad example, but if for example you needed more lifesteal early on, so you're having trouble with lifesteal, then Bloodforge as a last item would kind of suck. So there's that. That would be a better example, I guess. And oh, yeah, there we are. Those are the ones that I was trying to follow. Are we going to get anything out of this? I saw them following these two, but they're not going to get anything out of it, it seems. Nope, they're just going to back off a little bit. I'm going to take the tower now, though, because there are people defending, but they're not actually going to be able to defend. That's a big difference, of course. If you are there, that doesn't mean you can actually defend, and that is also a mistake that is, well, very often made, actually. A lot of people make the mistake that if someone is there, or if there are multiple people there, they automatically will be able to defend. But here you saw it. They were there to defend with multiples. It's just that they couldn't actually defend because what are they going to do? I mean, at this point, the gold difference is not so much a problem, but the strength of certain champions, gods, if you will, is just way better than that of others. So with higher strength comes better control over fights, and therefore they couldn't really do that. They couldn't really do anything about the fact that, well, the blue team wanted to take out that tower. Of course, you still don't want to fight 1 versus 5, even if you're very fed. But yeah, you can fight 3 versus 4, or even 2 versus 3. No problem. No problem at all. And are we going to be able to do this? No. It seems that, yeah, everything is just based on kind of the fragile balance they established here. They really don't want to overextend too much. And I keep following this team. I have no clue who's going to win. I truly don't know. This one was recommended to me and I didn't even know who was going to play. So he told me that it was the finals and it's the best of 3. And this was the best game out of the 3. So yeah, there's that. I might do the other one as well, but yeah, if this is the best one out of the 2, then I'm probably only going to do this one because, well, why do a substandard game? There's no real reason. People will still watch it, sure, but I mean, people will probably still watch it if I say that it is worse than the other one, just to see the second game. But hey, that's the way it is. Some people, like me, they just want to see the entire tournament. I normally do want to see the entire tournament, so I'm probably going to watch that other game as well. And probably going to, yeah, watch it without making a commentary out of it. Because I like to see what people do to actually, well, win games. Not so much the spectacular ones, but just the normal tactics. That's what I'm way more interested in. And as you can see, we are going to go for another fire giant. This time, however, nobody's dead. So yeah, we are in some big trouble here. Did Bakasura actually died? Wow. So yeah, they should have done that a little bit differently. A nice double kill there. And we are not done yet. Oh, triple kill! Quadra kill! Very nicely done. Wow. That was actually very aggressive moves. And let's see that again, because that was actually really good. At the 38-minute mark, hopefully it will not start to lag as much as it did last time. Okay, I was wrong. So let's see it from a little bit more of a distance this time. Wow, this is terrible. This is just terrible. I don't know why it does this. It is it's the rewind that is causing the trouble. So the game is running at 6 FPS. Excellent. So what we see here is the red team is a little out of position, sure, because they have two guys in the left side. That's why they went for this. But yeah, they're still going to be able to engage here with 3 versus 5. Sorry, 3 versus 4, I think it is. But then, yeah, they are going to come back and clean up a little bit. But it is, yeah, it is this ISIS that is just doing so much work. And oh, the stun into stun, so beautiful. It is really just a mess of spells. But if you see that, well, these two landed the ISIS stun first and then the Ymir stun right afterwards. That is, that's some good team play. That's really noticing what's happening and then going for that, in this case, that's that Acne. Because Acne, of course, does a lot of damage. Well, so does the other guy, the Apollo. But yeah, Acne does a lot of damage. Can definitely take out the, well, both of them. But because they combined their stuns, he couldn't do anything. And of course with Apollo that's not so much true. Because, well, Apollo does damage over time, not as a burst. And so, yeah, if you stun him, then he will do 1 second less damage. But if you stun Agni and he can't get his spells off, he does 0 damage. So not just reduced damage, just no damage. And that is that's generally better. So yeah, we're going with this guy. I completely forgot his name. It's so sad. Can't I? I can look it up. Zonqui. Ah, I forgot I could look it up. See, I know your name. Zong. Or Kui. I don't know. I don't know what's his first name. Because some of the Asian languages write the first name last and the last name first. But yeah, I don't really know. Anyhow, we're going to go with well, let's go with Zong. Hello, Mr. Zong. Mr. Zong! Yeah, I don't know. He is currently at the number 4 position in the team. And also, well, kind of only 3 people behind him in the total game. So he's not doing too well gold-wise. But he is, yeah, he's performing really well for the rest. I mean, he's doing his job. He is getting kills. He's just dying a lot as well. But he's healing people, which is very good as well. I thought they were green before, but that must have been level 2 or something like that. And we do have 2 weakening curses now. So one of them on the Guan, where it already was. One of them on Athena. We even have Shell of Absorption here. Okay. Yeah, Shell of course is a very good thing to have. It's definitely good. It's just not something we commonly see on a mid laner. So yeah, there's that. Is this shielded recall? Is that still a shielded teleport? Okay. So yeah, only stuns will disrupt that. And yeah, that is fine. I mean, it's still very good. But it does teleport you, so it's kind of the same as the teleport scroll. But then for, well, as an active, so you can reuse it. And what did he just do? I don't know. It seemed that we were under attack, but, well, he didn't really worry too much about it, apparently. And we are going to go into a big fight here. Come on, this has to be a big fight. Come on, guys, just run in and kill everyone. Now, they know that there are 5 enemies there. They also have 5 people here, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But yeah, the ice is still picking up those gold camps, which is excellent because, well, gold camps are, as I said, a big amount of income. And if you can keep going for that, it will actually lead to a pretty big advantage. So I don't know if they have wards on it, the blue team, but the red team definitely wants to engage here. So we are going to go with someone from the red team. Yeah, they are going to go for it. Here we go with the flash. I'll blink through the wall. And wow, look at that damage. Yep, we are going to get the kill. And that is going to be 3 kills. And that was only because Zonkui actually recalled, and I think they saw him recall. That is why they went aggressive. And yeah, I went with the wrong guy to see all 3 of the kills. But you could definitely see the tactic that this Bakasura likes to run, which is blink in and then use your jump to either close the gap after they dash away, or use the jump to actually get out. Both of which are fine. Yeah, it's a choice between blink and combat blink, I guess. If you have combat blink, you can use your jump to get in, do a little bit of extra damage there. And then use your combat blink to get out, which you can also use your combat blink to close the gap if yeah, if people are yeah, dashing away or something, or blinking away. All is fine. So they did get 1 Phoenix, I think. Yeah, but the second Phoenix, the middle Phoenix, did not die. So yeah, there's that. And we are going to get several more kills here. Holy crap, this is really starting to be Bakasura's fight. Bakasura, of course, a very good carry in the late game. Oh, he's not going to be able to catch up here. Nope, not going to be able, unless, yeah, he did have Blink. Blink came off cooldown just there. You could actually see it. He gets 3 kills in that fight. That is amazing. That is just amazing. So, yeah, running back into the fight, of course his teammates should be able to hold this for a little bit, but they're not really doing a good job. And we are jumping in. We should be able to get 1 more kill here, as a team that is. And yeah, we actually got it. So 4 kills. Wow, that is impressive. And the 5th guy is still alive. So yeah, just running around with that. Well, with that ultimate up, makes that you normally can get 1 kill. It's just that it would be great if you could get multiple kills out of that, because of course that is what it's for. It does AoE damage. But it's normally just good enough to get you 1 kill. And in this case, yeah, the follow-up was very good. The blink actually coming in, or coming off cooldown, right as he needed it, because, well, he has normal blink, not combat blink, which means that, yeah, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble if you try to go for, yeah, an escape with that, or, well, chase someone with it. But in this case, because he hadn't been attacked for a few seconds, it actually didn't matter. Because after 3 seconds, yeah, you can actually use it again. 3 seconds is of course not a very long time. It's a long time if you're trying to get away, but not if you're trying to chase someone. Yeah, Fire Giant should not be a problem here. Should be eaten pretty convincingly. Of course you can't eat Fire Giant, but yeah. So, what are we doing? We are just roaming around, and oh, once again with that blink through the wall. It is so hard to anticipate that, but this time a very good defense from Agni, and they are going to go on this. Yeah, this should be a kill, come on. There you go. He's healing up, eating a minion. And then going back into the fight, I assume. I don't know what he has skill-wise, but yeah, it doesn't matter. It's all about just pounding on someone, getting the kill, and then running back out. Yeah, we're obviously going to eat minions wherever we find them, whenever the skill is up. Because at this point it doesn't really matter. And this should be the end of the game. Very nice stun there by Agni, landing a stun on everyone. And yeah, they should be able to finish it off. Yeah, no problem. Even though they lost one more, yeah, who cares? Anyhow, very nicely done. It was a long game, but definitely worth it. It ends up 33 to 24, and yeah, the team I started to follow completely decimated in the end, but that is quite alright. Yeah, it was a very evenly matched game for the most part, and then yeah, it just went wrong in the last few team fights. There's nothing else to say about it. It was pretty good. It was pretty impressive. From both teams playing their hardest, and yeah, Bakasura really the man of the game. Well, we saw the last bit of his game, and he really just got so many kills in that late game. It's really insane. I mean, nobody on this team even close to that. 7 and 5 is the only positive one. I guess 5, 5, 13 is positive as well. But you have 13 and 5, 9 and 4. That is just something you cannot compete against. They have so much gold. It's so hard to go up against that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Sorry about the, well, kind of crappy commentary, because I do have to get into it. And I now know that this guy is called Zanqui, and I'm trying to remember that for the next time. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!